So I'm recording this the next day after training. Like I said, there's something I want to talk to you guys about, but I'm kind of in this transitional period. I feel like not just in this journey as far as the vlogs and the leveling up series. I'm kind of feel like I'm in a transitional series of my life. So what's going on, guys? So just wrapped up cardio. We're doing about 35 minutes every morning. Right now trying to get the lean on. If I'm being honest, I don't feel really comfortable where I'm at, like at all. So I'm trying to really stick with the plan that we're going off of. Trust the process and trust my coach. So doing this cardio, got it done. Didn't have any headphones. How do you do that? You just read. But let's go get some food. Let's get back home. Breakfast today, egg whites, got protein ice cream with some barley and superfood and blueberries, and then oatmeal, because oatmeal fuels your soul. So I'm gonna eat this, and then we gotta go do some work. One aspect of living in LA that you don't know when you're from a different state, especially like New Hampshire or New England, is that things get dirty on your car very, very fast. So, it's time to clean it. See all these marks. Tried cleaning it myself. And then this back here is all from Lindsay and I trying to put our actual BCAAs in our water bottles. It's gone on the back. It looks like Tony Montana had his way with our car. So I think it's time to fix it. Just like new. So here's the thing. We've scraped this car a couple times, and adjusting to the driving out here, I'm not completely sure this car is going to survive Los Angeles, but it's Lindsay and I's first car together, so it's kind of supposed to happen anyways. But now I gotta go find her. She took an Uber somewhere else, so let's go track her down. Yeah, and it kind of seems like the time management and the not freedom as far as like, you know, mentally having like the ability to do whatever you want whenever you want, but like the actual act of feeling like there's not a million things to do is one of the things that kind of you're hoping to get out of the next couple months anyways. Yeah, well, and I think I completely understand that. I mean, there's aspects of like, if I, like for me, like if I don't feel like I'm in touch with everyone, or if like someone like isn't in touch with me, especially for like what I'm doing, it really does bother me. So that was a phone call with my client. She's been kind of like all over the place in some of the different things she's been doing. Very, very busy woman, so I was really pleased to get a report this week and just like hear that she's doing the right things, moving in the right direction. The thing is like, your fitness should be relative to what your lifestyle is. Now, I don't believe in like training at home. I don't believe in like doing on at-home programs, because I think that there's something to be said about breaking up your activity, being in a different mind space, so just being at your house. But I think that your fitness should also relate to what you're doing with your life. So if you're a mom with kids and you have all these different things going on, you're trying to handle all these things, I think you have to do the best you can. You have to do something. I think it's the case for everyone. Like, do what you can today to make it so you're better for tomorrow. Don't just worry about being perfect, and if you can't do the perfect thing, then it's not worth your time, because it's always worth your time to do better. So I'm gonna eat some chicken and rice, and then it's time to find Lindsay. Now we can actually find her. I think she's right here. There she is. What have you been doing?
Editing, talking to clients, vlogs, yes.
Drinking lots of coffee?
I drank a coffee and I bought a water because I needed water, but it was $5. I was like...
$5 water.
But I didn't know where else I could go.
There's a Whole Food right there.
No, way over there.
Can you imagine paying $5 for water? But now,
Poor choices.
let's do some work. All right, so I'm in the car. I'm trying to find a spot to do a rant, trying to find a spot to do a Monday rant. It's tough because there's so many different spaces in Santa Monica where like the wind is really bad or there's traffic everywhere and it just doesn't work. Even with this mic, it doesn't work that well. So I'm hoping to find a spot. Let's see what we find. This should work. So what's going on, guys? This is Brian Pickowicz here, BP Fitness. I want to talk to you guys today. I want to give you guys a personal message. I really want to tie it into something that I have found is congruent with all the people who I've worked with over the last 3 years. And I want to talk to you about a very personal subject for me because I find it's the most productive when I can really relate something that I've experienced to you guys. And so what I want to talk about today is really the experience of going through times of self-doubt and how that's going to make you stronger and how committing to yourself is going to shape your destiny. And to cue you in on what's been happening over the last couple minutes, last hour or so, I had a phone call with a client. Sarah is doing incredible. Really proud of her progress because she is someone who is committing to this full force and not allowing small things to get in the way of her progress, and she's just killing it. I'm so proud of you, Sarah, if you watch this. Then I had a phone call with my brother, talked to him for a little bit. I try to talk to my brother every 2 weeks or so, maybe a week and a half. It's really important for me to keep in touch with him as I go throughout the days here in Los Angeles. So, beef, broccoli, sweet potato, pre-workout, gym. So what's going on, guys? So we're here at the gym. Today has been chest training and shoulder training, but I don't want to talk to you about that. I want to make a different part about training because I'm also training abs. So a lot of times people ask me like, how do I get a six-pack? And a lot of people, when it comes to their training, they really want to have that aesthetic six-pack set of abs, whether they're a female or a man. And so what I want to talk to you guys about are the top 4 things I think you should be doing in order to train and get a great set of abs. The first one is really work on core strength. So deadlifts, squats, benching, things that require you to stabilize your body are the most important for core strength. Training to get a stronger core will in fact make it so you can have a better set of abs. You know, a lot of bodybuilders, for that fact, don't train their abs because they focus on predominantly basic movements. You know, when you have to front squat 250, 300 pounds, that's going to cause you to use a lot of that core strength. But another thing you can do is find out a workout program that's designed around your physique. Now, for me, I have a really wide waist. So if you look at my waist, it's really wide. I don't train my obliques with a lot of weight because that's going to require my waist to grow. Now, some people have really weak abdominals on their obliques, so it's really important that they train those a little bit stronger than other ones. So that's the same for the guy who has naturally occurring abs. He's not going to have the same training as someone who has a less prominent six-pack. Another thing you can do is, I really like to do cable crunches with weight. So focusing on building the front, really getting that full stretch and squeeze down. I think it's really optimal for building that six-pack look. From my experience, that's what I think works the best. And then number 4 is doing core stability movements like a rollout or some hanging leg raises. Things where your body is having to really adjust to the movement in that eccentric and concentric movement. So you're not just going out and then getting it in, you're getting the full stretch and squeeze. Now, to combine that all as maybe like a bonus number 5, focus on training. Focus on what you're trying to do. The full stretch and squeeze of your abs is really important. The full contraction. You should have no air in your lungs when you're contracting your abs because you have to be thinking of it as actual movements. It's the same as if you're doing a bicep curl. You're not just gonna sit there and go, okay, 5, 6, 7. I want you to focus on the full stretch and squeeze of your abs. By implementing these strategies, you're going to find that it's a lot easier to combine your diet and your training to get the results you want
for your six-pack. Ultimately, obviously, it's in the kitchen, it's in the rest of your training, but I think these are key points that anyone can add on to really get the most out of the training. So, I am going to finish up here, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about something back home that I really has been weighing on me for a while, and I really think it's important that I bring it up right now. So, I'll see you at home. So, what is going on, guys? So, I'm recording this the next day after training. Like I said, there's something I want to talk to you guys about, and I guess that this is just me maybe trying to work through things on my own, or maybe just trying to give you guys some insight to where I'm at. And you might get the sense from watching some of the vlogs anyways, but I'm kind of in this transitional period, I feel like, not just in this journey as far as the vlogs and the leveling up series. I'm kind of feel like I'm in a transitional series of my life, which is completely fine. I'm kind of like at the standstill where I don't know if I want to necessarily reshape a lot of the things that I think that have been the cornerstone of my life at this point, mainly in this aspects of bodybuilding as it relates to the way that I portray myself in social media and on the channel and stuff like that. I love bodybuilding. I'm still going to compete this contest. I still want to put it through there. I do love the sport. I just don't know how much it pertains to really my end goal, because the honest answer is that I really love being a part of something more than just myself, and I think that's what I get from my clients. But I really want to be at a place where I have a book, and it's something that people can tangibly have that inspires them. I have speaking gigs. I want to be able to use my words and my presence to make a massive influence on people in a positive way, and not just be a body and not just have that look. And I think that I can do it. I think that there's plenty of examples like Steve Cook, Christian Guzman, a lot of people who are developing the sense around fitness and using that to master something else, and broaden their vision and their journey. I just want to at the same time kind of figure that out with you guys. I guess my whole thing is that I want to have a broader vision of myself, and I want to be more than just simply a bodybuilder. And there's, like I said, there's examples that I know that I can pull from, and I just guess that I'm kind of trying to figure that out on my own. I'm trying to figure that out through experience, and I think that was something I've been facing for a long time anyways, but moving to Los Angeles kind of was like forefront boom, because I guess I see the image of someone who is just physical, and I want to be so much more than that. And I love the physical aspect of it. I love training hard. I think that I train harder than most people that I see. I love being powerful in the sense that I can just call upon myself, and it's helped me through so many things. I'll never be away from fitness. I'll never be away from bodybuilding. But this prep has kind of showed me that ultimately it's more than just the aesthetics. It's more than just me being out there. There's some other things that I really want to bring to existence, and so I guess we're gonna figure that out together. So I just want to bring this up. I kind of wanted to talk to you guys that ultimately what you're choosing to go through and what you're choosing to become is a manifestation of something inside you. And you can become whatever you want. Like, you can shape shift. I know Jim Carrey's getting a lot of flack right now because he's doing this whole existential belief system that's really, people think is wacky. And for me, I understand completely what he's saying. He's saying that Jim Carrey is a character he's been playing his whole life, and because he sees it that way, he's now free. Meaning that we all kind of put on a mask, and we all kind of portray ourselves as one thing or another, but in the end, I think it's really powerful, because ultimately we have a choice as to who we become, and we can always choose the path that maybe we weren't thinking we were supposed to go in. But that's the greatest aspect of really trying to figure out who you are. And I think that when you try to figure out who you are, and you really try to figure out what your calling is, No matter who you are, no matter what it is, it doesn't have to be some massive goal, it doesn't have to be some massive manifestation in the world. You can really start to put your vision and put your purpose to something that's more in line with who you are. And that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, you know. So I don't know what the future holds, but I appreciate you guys joining me to try to figure it out. So give this video a thumbs up, leave me some comments in the comment section, leave me some love, let me know, you know, what your thoughts are on this, and ultimately maybe you can steer me in the right direction. Maybe you can kind of give me some feedback that would kind of be like, okay, well maybe I'm doing the right thing, or maybe, you know, I could keep moving in this path. I would really appreciate it. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, appreciate your love, and ultimately this is the biggest reason why I do it, is to build something powerful with you. So Brian Pickowicz, BP Fitness, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.